Namaste. Welcome you all for this series on Wisdom a Day, as I have understood. Okay. There's a lot of wisdom everywhere, but certain things we start adopting, applying in our life, and contemplating on it. So I would like to just share my life stories, experiences with respect to what is that understanding from the wisdom. Okay. So Puja Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar ji, every Wednesday night he is to give a talk on different subjects. Okay. And like that we have a series and it is more than 365 knowledge sheets were there and all those things were consolidated and every week we used to wait for that particular knowledge. And it was a practical wisdoms of knowledge how we can adopt on ourselves. So today I am going to take a subject on habits. So what I will do is normally I will just read out that knowledge, then afterwards I will share my experience about it. So this is about habits, how to get rid of vasanas or impressions. This is a question for all those who want to come out of habits. You want to get rid of habits because they give you pain and restrict you. The nature of a vasana is to bother you, bind you, and wanting to be free is the nature of life. When a soul does not know how to be free, it wanders lifetimes craving freedom. The way to come out of habits is vows. A vow should be time bound. For example, suppose someone says, I will quit smoking, but cannot do it. He can take a time bound oath not to smoke for 5 days. If someone is used for cursing and swearing, he can take a vow not to use bad language for 10 days. Don't take a vow for a lifetime. You will break it immediately. If you happen to break it anyway, don't worry. Just begin again. When you fulfill your vow, pick a new starting time and renew it again. Slowly increase the length of your vow until it becomes your very nature. This is samyama. Everybody is endowed with little samyama. When the mind falls back into its old patterns, two possibilities can happen. One is you feel discouraged, you blame yourself, and you feel you have not made any progress. The second possibility is that you will see it as an opportunity for samyama and feel happy about it. So, what is habits or bad habits? I was a chain smoker. Every day, minimum 30 cigarettes I used to say smoke. And even when I was working in night shift, if all the cigarette is to empty, I used to even just go and beg with the other people. Even used to have a buy to BD also and boozing. And also I used to take ganja. Okay, so that was my lifestyle. Got addicted because when this addiction starts, there is some lacking. Somewhere some vacuum is there in our life. Somewhere we do not feel that fulfillment. Somewhere something is missing. Even though we may have the best position, best money, best house, all facilities, everything is there. But how much ever it is, the all problem lies is because of our dissatisfaction within ourselves. So where this dissatisfaction is there, it is somewhere we are looking for something higher happiness. Okay. So now let us see about the higher happiness later on. Okay. Somewhere, so the understanding is the habit starts because we have lacking, or there is a vacuum within us. Because of vacuum and lacking, we just to overcome that we just get into indulging or in one or the other things. It might be smoking, or it might be cereals, it might be partying, or it might be drinks, or it might be ganja, or it might be any other thing. So whatever addiction means, what, where we cannot get freedom from that is ruling on us rather than we ruling on that. So I've seen a lot of in the WhatsApp groups during this Corona period. Most of my friends are the discussion topic itself is more of most of the wine. Okay, about drinking and the boozing, where it is available, where it is not available, what they are missing and how they are missing. So the whole the discussion goes around boozing and party. So I'm not telling that is wrong. The discussion is wrong. I'm not telling like that. But addiction to that is where we have to look into it. So how to overcome this addiction? I was addicted. I was a chain smoker. I used to booze. I used to take ganja. So now I would like to share how I came out of that. So after listening to this knowledge of Puja Gurudev in around 2000 or something like that, so then I was, without smoking, I cannot survive. Okay, even though every new year or every birthday is to take a oath that, okay, from tomorrow onwards I'm not going. Even I took a oath on my daughter or even all the gods, goddess, whatever it is. So just even to what extent I was addicted is my wife, every to make me to quit smoking, what she used to do is, my daughter was around 3 years old. She bought one packet of cigarette and both in front of me, my wife and my daughter, they started smoking in front of me. So that let me see the pain or the suffering of the daughter and the wife, so that at least let me become sensitive in quitting that. But even that did not change me. That also continued me to smoke and continue smoking. But this knowledge, take a small walk. But there was a inner urge. Okay, yes, this is bothering me. This has taken away my life. Okay, I am not having the mastery over all these things, but I have become a slave to these habits. So this I wanted to come out that a small will should be there. That will changed. So a will to transform is one thing, and why we get addicted is because of the vacuum and the lacking. And how I came out is just took small moves. Okay, so now I am into art of living. I learned meditation. I learned Sudarshana Kriya. I learned pranayama. Okay, but still that urge of continuous urge, because 20 years, 25 years from the 10th standard itself, I started smoking. So many years of practice habit cannot be overcome within a day just because I became a devotee, because I did a course. No, it need not change like that for me. So then I started taking a small oath. Whenever I'm wearing a juba, kurta, pajama, okay, at least whenever I'm doing a voluntary service, okay, let me not smoke during that time. Otherwise, just wearing kurta pajama, having a tilak and other things, then if I'm posing myself as more spiritual and parallelly behind the back, if I'm just smoking and if anybody sees, just because of me, they just get a false notion about whoever is wearing a kurta pajama or tilak. So then I took a hope, okay, whenever I am wearing this dress, let me not drink or let me not smoke. Okay. And every Sunday or Saturday evenings, we used to go for boozing and partying. So then I took a decision, okay, now every Saturday and Sunday we will, as a family gathering, we will go for bhajans. So then what happened? This Saturday, Sunday, when we committed ourselves to attending to the bhajans, then my drinking was getting postponed by week after week. Then wow, after 2 weeks, I felt yes, that is not ruling me. I can overcome this. That confidence is enough for me to for just progress further. In between, if you would have even taken a step back, and if you would have missed and if you would have boozed, do not get into the guilt ride. So this is the learning also. Guilt is, this, Puja Gurudev says, guilt is also a major obstacle in our journey. Then what happened? The smoking. Okay. I used to take a small dose. Okay. So now 3 hours when I'm kurta pajama or whenever I'm wearing a tilak, okay, or whenever I'm going to talk about art of living close to others, during that period, let me not smoke. Then afterwards, I used to come out and I used to smoke. But no problem. At least a small loop. That gives a lot of confidence. Wow, 3 hours I did not smoke a cigarette. Then the 3 hours became 5. 5 hours became 8 hours. Then once one of my friend told, why don't we go for a Shabrimala trip? And then okay, I was not knowing, yes, I agreed. And I took the mala and other things. But by this time, with small gaps, I could able to overcome this habit for a certain duration. But they told, see, this is what it is, this is the condition, this is the custom. If you are wearing this mala and other things, you should not smoke, you should not go like this. Afterwards, it is your choice. Then okay, then I thought there was some confidence. Then I took the oath on the Shabrimala pilgrimage. And during this 21 days, where I was wearing the mala and the dress, okay, at that particular 21 days, I did not smoke at all. And now I realize why they call it as a vrata, or some rituals where 20 days, 21 days, 15 days, where we can, an indirect discipline is applied on our life. So now this, during this coronavirus time, okay, this lockdown you can consider as a curse, or lockdown you can consider as a boon. The moment you see it as a boon, you can change it into your advantage. So what I would suggest is just take small house and learn some meditation techniques, pranayama techniques, where you will start feeling, experiencing some joy within yourself, that which takes care of that lackness. And small house, you will become the mastery over yourself rather than small things acquiring your mind. This is what the message I wanted to convey. Thank you. Thank you.